I don't understand why it's so difficult for the press to have a consistent narrative about how dangerous Trump is.
And you wonder why lunatics keep on trying to make attempts on his life. What is going on, everybody? Hope you guys are all doing well out there. I'm Ty Smith, Modern Renaissance Man, and I welcome you to my channel. I said it all wrong. My channel is called Modern Renaissance Man. Yeah, I just revealed my secret like Batman or Superman, you know. Anyway, no, I appreciate you guys taking time out of your day to view my content. Make sure you follow me on all the platforms you see above and the ones below. If you want to know how to get a clip or song, something like that, definitely played and guaranteed. Make sure you go visit patreon.com/Modern Renaissance Man. You can find out how to do that there when you read the tiers, all right? Appreciate it. Also, don't worry about the spelling up there under Rumble. It's supposed to be spelled like that. I know it's spelled wrong, but it's actually spelled how it needs to be spelled in order for you to get to my channel, all right? Also, clicking this thumbs up button will allow my content to consistently be recommended to you and pushes my content out there in the YouTube algorithm cyber world for people to see because it is being heavily suppressed. Last but not least, make sure you double check to see if you still are subscribed to the channel. All right, folks, let's get ready to get into this because this is something that I told you guys yesterday that was 9/16. I mean, in other words, September 16th, I gave a really good detailed message on why and how the media is the reason why these things are happening to President Trump. And the people that are behind this, like the lady you're getting ready to hear from, Miss Hillary Clinton, they are the reason why people are making attempts at Trump's life because of the things that they are saying and how they are perceiving Trump to be. This is flat out ridiculous. It needs to stop. But at the same time, if you want to know why it's happening, it's because of people like Hillary Clinton. It's because of people like Kamala Harris, the things they're saying about Trump, things that President Biden said about Trump when he said,
the idea that Trump, he's just trying to put a target on him.
That's why these things are happening. Then you have crazy people who are psychologically on a subconscious level so psyopsed and tricked and deceived, so radicalized that they would make attempts and try to do this on their own. It's almost like that movie is true, The Manchurian Candidate. Do things over and over and over again. And y'all, it's a story behind that guy and what he did, so as it was behind Crooks. Anyway, listen to what she is saying. After Trump has a second attempt on his life, she doesn't come out and say, hey, well, because she probably do condone it. She did say, we do not condone what happened to Trump. We do not condone political violence, but instead she says, you know what? Listen to this.
Former President Trump is speaking out about the second attempt on his life in just 9 weeks. During an interview on X, he recalled the moment when bullets started flying.
So I was playing golf with some of my friends. It was on a Sunday morning and very peaceful, very beautiful weather. Everything was beautiful. It was a nice place to be. And all of a sudden we heard shots being fired in the air. And I guess probably 4 or 5. And it sounded like bullets, but what do I know about that? But Secret Service knew immediately it was bullets. And they grabbed me. He didn't exactly hit the target the way he wanted. There's something going on. I mean, perhaps it's God wanting me to be president to save this country.
Trump is pointing the finger at Democrats over their incendiary rhetoric.
This was a second attempt in your life in under 2 months. What do you make of that?
Well, there's a lot of rhetoric going on.
Right.
A lot of people think that the Democrats, when they talk about threat to democracy and all of this, and it seems that both of these people were radical lefts.
However, the liberal media says Trump, the victim's rhetoric, is actually the problem.
The actual violence we're seeing comes much more disproportionately from MAGA themselves.
The former president certainly could do a lot to make himself safer, to make it less likely that people would become radicalized to this point. After the first assassination attempt, Donald Trump said he was going to adopt a different tone.
If Donald Trump wants Kamala Harris and others to stop saying that he is a threat to democracy, then he should stop threatening democracy.
In terms of rhetoric, do you think Donald Trump, in the Trump campaign, do you think they have a problem with rhetoric as well?
No, and I don't. I think especially in light of the fact that there has now been a second assassination attempt on the life of President Trump, I do not believe so. What we are seeing now is that you do have radical elements of the Democrat Party.
Donald Trump.
And Hillary Clinton shockingly argued that the media isn't doing enough to paint Trump as the threat.
I don't understand why it's so difficult for the press to have a consistent narrative about how dangerous Trump is. The late, great journalist Harry Evans, one time said that, journalists should, really try to achieve objectivity. And by that, he said, I mean, they should cover the object. Well, the object in this case is Donald Trump. His demagoguery, his danger to our country and the world, and stick with it.
So, like I was saying, but instead, she keep the narrative out there. This is, then the reason this, and that, and this is why never once, hey, this is wrong. This is not what the Democratic Party is about. Oops, sorry, y'all kind of are. We don't. And this is not where this for. We need to have equal this. We need to have fair. No, but instead just keep on talking like, well, he's look at he acting like a demigod. He's doing this. He's doing that. We need to show him that. Let me stop. Y'all remember in what was that? The Justice League, I think it was, when Batman was like, tell me, do you bleed? You will. And then like when, what was that? Leonidas said to Xerxes, people will see that a god can bleed. So maybe that's what they're doing. Trump is not a god. Trump is just a man that is going against their democracy, not our democracy, as in, matter of fact, we're a republic anyway, but not against the people, we the people, but against the establishment, the globalists, the elitists, the ones who are working with Nephilim and working with the old ones, working with fallen angels to carry out their will on this earth because they hate people who are made in the image of God. Matter of fact, they even hate them. They're working for the very entities that hate them because they're made in the image of God. Anyway, I'm gonna get off of that. My point is, ladies and gentlemen, look what's going on to where they couldn't even say we're sorry that this is happening. This is sad that this is happening. This man has children that are grown. He has grandchildren that love him, and they're just acting like who he got to go. Trump needs to just be walking around with like a, I don't know. He needs to just be walking around with like a people are volunteering to be personal security Trump. But I know it's a thing you got to go through because you don't know if that person might be the Trump. You just don't know. But it's a fact. This is the second attempt on Trump's life. And instead of people being like, hey, this needs to stop. Most people are like, well, if he wasn't doing this, that is crazy thinking. Crazy. For the fact, the people that are actually saying things like, well, he shouldn't be. Well, if he wasn't, well, something wrong with y'all. That is crazy. If you are condoning what's happening to Trump, you need to take a look in the mirror and actually sit there and say, hey, I've been tricked. I've been deceived because I feel like he deserves it. That's crazy. And you are crazy. Let me know what y'all think by putting it in the comments below after this video. Don't forget to double check to make sure that you are subscribed. Don't forget to get it to your cell phone. If you know somebody who would benefit from my channel and like this channel, encourage them to subscribe to the channel. I will see you guys on the next one. I am Ty Smith, Model Renaissance Man, hoping and praying that every last one of you have food, shelter, and clothing. And most of all, I pray every last one of you guys are in great health, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. God bless you all through Jesus.